And now I want to show you the new hanbok design. So this is a designer named Im Sunok, Im, last name Im, and then Sunok. And can somebody explain what neoprene is? Do we have any textile marketing student?
Well, I think that it's like very kind of foamy, right? It's a little, is that what I'm, it's kind of foamy, like squishy. I can't explain it. I don't know the right word to describe it, but it's thick.
Yeah.
Isn't it a synthetic material?
Yeah, synthetic, right. It's a polyester. Fabric?
Like a tech fabric?
Yes, yeah. Polyester. Right. So it's sort of a synthetic polyester style fiber, but what neoprene is doing is you add high pressure and high heat, and then there is a machine. So if you use the machine, then it is created like a 3D printer. So here you don't have any seams. Do you see what I'm saying? Like traditionally, you create different patterns, right? And then you stitch them together, and then you always need a dart in order to make like a 3-dimensional shape of the clothes, right? But neoprene is a new fabric styling technology. So you come out with a mold in a way, like a 3D printing, and then you put that materials into the frame, and then just like the way you make Easter chocolate, right, in the mold, it comes out with this shape. So in this case, which element looks traditional to you? Let me go and see who raised the hand.
Rachel, I think the collar on the top looks more traditional.
The color, right? And then also the shape, the jacket is not coming all the way to the waist. It's a little, tapped off at the chest, below chest. So it looks like a 신사임당 저고리. Remember, like early Joseon dynasty, the 저고리 was a little bit longer, right? But she wants to add that new look or modern look, so that the skirt does not start from all the way up. The skirt is actually more like a low-rise jean or pants, right? It's hanging over. Alisa?
I don't know why. I think it kind of reminds me when you were showing us like the students' uniform, like the men's uniform, like they kind of also had that collar to it as well.
Yeah, like a sort of a stained collar, a high neck collar, right? Like yeah, that's a very good point. Like so, it's a designer's idea. You can have long plunged V-neck line, but in this case, because the waist area is exposed, right? That's the idea. So that you want to, close a little bit more on the neckline tightly, but it's a slightly V-shaped, reminiscent of reminiscent of the 저고리, the clothing. And the skirt is too, the bag is a little bit more voluminous because it's a neoprene production. And then Lee Hwang is a designer for new hanbok. There is a movement called new hanbok, modernized hanbok like this. And did I tell you that I bought one ensemble like this? I'll tell you later. Yeah. So they use any typical contemporary cotton or polyester fabric, but they follow the traditional design. And then the skirt is not coming on top of the chest. Actually, it's like sort of a high waist, but it's coming. And do you see the norige idea? Norige is hanging from here, not from the not from the ribbon. So it's people like her get some support from the government, because the government always look for ways in which young designers reinvent tradition. But anyhow, so I bought this new hanbok, not this designer's work, but more like a manufactured hanbok. But the lesson that I learned is I have to be chopstick thin. Otherwise, I look really big in this new hanbok style because there is no, dart or like a waistline. It's comfortable, but it's like I am like a double the amount of other people with this new hanbok style. Yeah, like this one, do you feel the winter fabric, right? It's made of a woolen textile, right? So also darker colors, or you can wear it with a coat like this. This is more like an office look. Indeed, these days, young people go to office in this look. And they have like a matching bag. You can also carry eco bag. So I really like to see those kind of creativity. It's a totally new look, and you cannot really copy from Instagram, right? It's your own look. But anyhow, yeah, mine is a bit like this. And I thought, it's pretty, and I bought one, and then realized that she is a model, right? But I am not. I am ordinary woman. it's huge. So my silhouette is like this big box. Anyhow, so these are all her design. Any comment on like this new style hanbok or men's durumagi? I mean, the layering is nice, right? I think it's the power of a stylist. You have that hoodie, but then you wear this. Any comment? Or you should see this layered skirt. So I also bought 2 layered skirts, and you can imagine the waist. There is no waist. It's like a double the amount of thickness. Anyhow, I came out because I want to see Nancy.
Yeah, I want to say I think that they're beautiful, and it's a really nice update. I do feel that it is hard for a lot of people to wear, especially, if you're petite, it's a lot of fabric.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it looks great. I love the men's coat in the middle.
Men's coat, yes. And then they also have one-piece dress. It's called the challik dress. I have one. Maybe I will show you on May 3rd. I have a challik dress that I bought. So it has a lot of gathering, and the silhouette looks a bit like challik. Silhouette looks a bit like this, but it's a one piece. So that is a slightly better. But as Nancy said, that's because I am so short. Like I'm, barely 5'1". So yeah, it's a lot of fabric, as Nancy said. But these are the styling. Like they like this kind of, Liberty department store pattern. Do you know the British Liberty department of pattern? Do you know what that means? Like a smaller floral. Yeah. Can you explain?
Sorry.
Who's this?
Yeah, it's Elisa.
Oh, Elisa, so tell me about the Liberty. Where do you usually use the Liberty fabric?
They're a fabric company. They make different patterns. Their patterns are called Liberty patterns, and they're usually small, conversational or floral motifs. And yeah, they arise in Britain, and you can actually buy them. I think they sell them at Mood Fabrics, like the Liberty prints.
I see. Yeah, thank you, Alisa. So yeah, so you can create a girl's one-piece dress, right? Or you can create an eco bag, or what is it? Aprons. Usually people make a blouse out of it. So it has long tradition from the 19th century. But anyhow, among young generation, they buy Liberty department store fabric, like in cotton, and then they create a hanbok ensemble so that it looks less traditional. Do you see what I'm saying? Like the jogori, you choose sky blue floral pattern, and then you may get like a solid color pink skirt, so that it looks a little bit modernized, not too much clothes. I mean, like too traditional. Anyhow, but even this durumagi, if you are not so tall, it would look a little strange.